Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a October number 24, 53 variant, paper 5 we have. Okay, so let's start. So first question we should try now. Okay, so have a look. Okay, what a question we have. 30% of residents of Wimfield own an electric car. Okay, 3 residents are chosen at random, and find the probability either all 3 own this electric car or none of them. So you know very well. So probability of favor is 0.3, and probability of not favor 1 minus 0.3 will be equals to 0.7. And he's saying either all they have, it means I talk about have the first person have it, second person have it, third person have it. Okay, or I can say 0.3 to power 3, same thing. Or if you say no, none of them have it, so then I can say 0.7, none means this, 0.7 into 0.7 into 0.7, or I can write 0.7 to power 3. And if you type this full in calculator, so answers turn to be simply 0.37. So I believe the point is very clear. And let's go for next plan. He's saying a random sample of 125 students of residents of are selected. So sample is 125 people. All right. Use a suitable approximation. Whenever this word comes, we have to convert binomial data to normal distribution data. So this is a whole working, and we have a special formula for it. And the formula number 1, because whenever we work, he's saying find the probability more than 45 resident on an electric car. So more than 25 means, for example, X is more than 45. So this kind of question, whenever suitable approximation come, we would go for continuity correction. So when we try continuity correction, how we do it? So we one number same, 45, one number bigger, and one number smaller. When you get number line, more than 45 means from here, I'll go rightwards. And you know, when we convert it, apply continuity correction, so we have to move 0.5 forward. Okay, so 45.5. Always 0.5, make sure. Okay, now problem is that you know the formula we have. If you want to convert X into Z, because you know this table can be used only when we have a data converted in Z format, Z. So now it means what I will do, I needed the data to convert into Z format. So that is why this I'm writing. Z is more than 40. What is the formula? X minus mean by deviation. So the thing is that, do you have a mean and deviation? No. So we will find first of all, and here I have a 45.5. Sorry for that. Okay, 0.5. Okay, so let's try to find mean first of all. What is the mean formula? Mean formula is NP. And what does the P stand for? On a car. And that is a 0.3. You have it in the beginning. So N is to 125 into 0.3. If we multiply this, you are getting here 37.5. So mu value, I have it, which I can plug in it here, 45.5 minus 37.5. Deviation, now what is the deviation formula? N, P, Q, and root. So if I apply N 2125, P is 0.3, and Q, you know, in the top previous part. So we can find from here deviation. And deviation, if we check it, it is turned to be, you can say, root of 26.25. So this will come directly here. I believe you people understanding very well. Again, now if I type this in calculator, So I get the number, 1 minute, let me check it. What's this? Confirm 45.5 minus 37.5 and divided by root of 26.25. It's turned to be 1.561, because students, we have to make always in a 3DP, make sure. Okay, this is done. Now after this, what to do afterwards? We have to go for a bell shape, you know it very well, bell shape this area. First question, is it positive or negative? So positive here, negative here. Is a positive. So positive is here 1.561, and more than means this part. So I think point is very clear. Okay, so more than, and you know, whenever you see the table, for example, 1.561, 1.561, 1.5, 1.5 is this line. So 1.56, 6 is here, and 1 is here. So it means 0.9407, I got it. Okay, for your knowledge, 9407, I got it. So I will write it here. So it's representing the white area whenever we go for, but I'm looking for this reddish area. So 1 minus 5 of 1.561. 1 minus 0.9407. And after 0.0593 is our final answer. And I believe you got a point, very clear. And now we can go for next question. So let's go question number 2. And question number 2, we have 2 parts. Okay, how deal with this? Students, let's read a question first of all. A red fair 6-sided dice has a face. He mentioned 3 1s are there and 3 2s are there. And a blue fair 6-sided dice has a, so we have 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. Okay. Okay, both dice are thrown, and X is a product of the score of the two. We have to multiply. Product means multiply. We do this kind of question 2 ways. Okay, way number 1 is what? Like 1 1 1 2 2 2. This I have taken from here, and this I take here. Like 1 1 2 2 3 and 3, and 1 1s are multiply. I got 1 1 1 1 to multiply. So this, I think, nothing hard to do it. Okay, this way is not wrong at all. Very productive way, but I choose this time another way to get the answer. Reason, because there are less number of options. Look at here. If less number of options available, you can use a tree diagram as well. For example, we have 2 options for dice number, what is called red dice. So we have 1 and 2. So 3 out of 6, we can say half. So there's 3 out of 6. You write 3 out of 6, or you write 1 out of 2, same thing. Okay, this is our first dice. Why I'm choosing this way? Because there are less numbers. If let's say dice numbers are 1 2 3 4 5 6, I never choose this method. Then I will go for table method. Okay, I think you got a point. Okay, now let's talk about here 2 1 2 and 3. So we have 3 options. So I got it. I hope so got it. So 1 2 and 3, and chances are 1 over 3. Logic. 2 out of 6 becomes 1 of 3, 1 of 3, 1 of 3. And the same values I'm going to copy and I'm pasting down. Okay, I believe you got a point, very clear. And this is a second color is blue. Okay, product 1 1's a 1. So I got a product 1. 2 and 2 1. 1 2's a 2. So we got a 2 answer. So I'm writing the products here. So 1 into 3, I get a 3. So because table method we know already, and we have done it many times. So I'm using this a different way to solve it. So these are the products. Okay, so these are the products you can see from here. Now he said make a table, you make it. So how to make a table is nothing hard to make a table now. Okay, how many options we have total? We can see this X. So options number 1 is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. What is the chance of 1? Do we have 1 come only one time? So 1 over 3 into 1, if I multiply them, I got a 1 over 6. What is the chance of 2? So this 1 by 3 and 1 by 2, I get a 1 over 6. But there are 3 coming 2 times. So this branch and this branch, add them. So 1 by 6 into 1 by, plus 1 by 6 become 1 out of 3. Or I can say 2 out of 6 also, no problem at all. Okay, and 4 chances is there, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, again 1 by 6, and 1 by 6. And interesting, if you add them all must come 1. So 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 6 by 6 give you 1. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this is done. Now he's asking the E effect, the mean. How will find E effect, students? Not a hard job. Multiply them, multiply them, multiply them, and add them all. So I got a 1 times 2, 1 by 6. So 2 times 2, 1 by 6. 3 times 2, 2 by 6. 4 times 2, 1 by 6. And 6 times 2, 1 by 6. Okay, just a matter of typing in calculator. So if I type in calculator, so my answer is turns to be E of x is coming with us, is coming 3. Okay, is coming 3 because 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 6, 9, 9 plus 13, 13 plus 4, 19. Yeah, wait a minute, 18 come, 18 by 3, or check again, 2, 1, 3, 3, 6, 9, 9, and 9 plus 4, 13, 6, 19, 18, 18 by, okay, yeah, it's turned to be 3, correct. So if we check it now, yeah, I think all okay. I hope so the point is very clear, and we have done this question, and let's go for next question. So let's go to question number 3 now. Question number 3, what we have a plan in this. If in a, okay, in M, the heights in the city, height in centimeters of adult males are normally distributed, mean and deviation. So we have given heights, okay, but mean is given by him is 176 centimeters. And deviation is given by him is 4.8. It means less or more, 4.8, plus and minus. So, what question was first part he asking? Find the probability random chosen adult male is in M has a height greater than 170. So it means height more than 170. And you know very well when we see the table, this table, we don't have the value above than 2.9. Okay, so it means this data is not in normal format. Wait a minute. So if we have not in normal format, we have to convert. So how to convert in normal format, you know it very well. So first of all, what we do, we have a special formula. Formula is x minus mean by deviation. So let's apply a formula. So 170 minus mean divided by deviation. And if we check in calculator, this turns to be more negative 1.25. But thing is, you know, students, you know it very well. We have a two possibilities here. Problem is negative 1.25 is more than is this. This is called because negative value, positive right side, negative left side. Okay, done. But do you know negative value is not in the table. So what we do, same diagram I make for you, and because diagram is symmetrical diagram. Okay, so symmetrical means sometimes we have this kind of, somewhat we have this kind of diagram. They are not normally distributed. Okay, and normally distributed is this, which is exactly how much right, same left. This is called normally distributed. So this portion I'm looking for, students, and for you, the area are same. You know, they're same area. So what is this answer? If I'm looking for the tables called phi of 1.25. So phi of 1.25. If I go on table and find 1.25, so 1.2 here and 1.2 here and 5 is here available. So 0.84, 8.8, 0.8944. 8944. So I'm writing here 0.8944. But we need 3SF. This number we don't need, so 0.894 is our final answer. So let's go for next part. 60% of adult males have a height between this, and K is bigger than that. So make sure how to write height less than K and more than 170. So this is right. But you mentioned that K is greater than 170. Make sure K is bigger than equal to 170. Now, same story, we have to apply this formula. You know it very well. So 170 minus mean. Mean is, wait a minute, let me check. Yeah, mean is 176 over divided by deviation 4.8. And here I write Z immediately because I'm converting into normal format. K minus mean by deviation. Okay, so this value K minus 176 over 4.8 I take as any variable A, B, C. Okay, and this number you have already negative 1.25. No need to calculate again. Okay, this is I wrote A. Now, interestingly, we have to find it now. I draw a bell shape. That bell shape will understand easily. We have two possibilities. One possibility, and he said 60%, sorry. So is equals to 60%, okay? So 60 means 0.6000. So 0.6000. 60%. Normally, you know, student, a very interesting part, 50% here, 50% here. So we have a half here, or in person, and a probability half here, half here. That is by some giving one. So how it possible? I have two options. This is naturally negative for sure. So I'm writing negative 1.25. So this possibility could be positive or negative. So my question from you, is it negative possibility here? Answer is no, because this cannot be 60%. So 60, this is a less than 60%. So 100% we can assume from here, A is not negative, A is positive. And this area is actually 60%. So I think you got a point, and now we can get it easily. I taught this formula. When a formula is here, whenever there are two values, this is A and this is B, and we're looking this answer, one positive, one negative. So when we're looking for the value in the middle, one positive, one negative, we have formula phi of the A value, okay, plus phi of the B value, but without negative sign, and minus 1. So this is a formula. I repeat. So this full area representing phi of A, and this area I want to subtract. And this area basically 1 minus phi of B. And it is because subtracting. So basically we are doing phi of A minus 1 minus phi of B. So when I open the bracket, negative into negative becomes positive. So I don't want to waste your time further. So phi of A minus phi of plus 1.25 minus 1 equal to 0.6. I repeat my words. This phi of A I copied. This phi of B with a positive sign I copied. Add them and minus 1. So this number will go and add, and phi of A, I'm keeping it here as it is. And phi of 1.25, we have this answer. So 0.8944 is equals to 1.6. And when I subtract this value there, so phi of A gives us So 1.6 minus 0.8944. Okay, so this is giving us 0.7056. Now, student, you know it very well. What I will do, I will check in table what number give you this value. I repeat, 7056. 7056. 7056. So let's see, 7056. Okay, this number I'm looking for. Where's 70? Check it. 7070707054. These are 7054. Okay, because this number is bigger and bigger. So this gets from here 0.5, and from here I got a 4. But I have to add what? 0.5, 7054 add what to give 56? So naturally 2 add. So how we get a 2? 2 is this, a close number is this. So this is the closest number, so 1. So I got a 0.541. 0.4, so 5 of 0.541 give you this probability, this probability. So I hope so I got the point. So I'm writing here 0.541. 5 I cancel. I got this value of A. And this I'm going to plug in it here. And then what will return to be K minus 176 over 4.8 equal to 0.5451. Now what happens, student, is multiply and it will add, and I will get the answer of K from here. And K answer after trying, I got 178.6 after rounding, 178.6. I hope so. The concept is very, very clear. Let's go for next. Question number 4, we have, on a certain day, the height of the 150 sunflower plants grown by the children at local school, are measured correctly in the nearest 10 centimeter, and their heights are summarized in a following table. You know, students, we have two kinds of table, two kinds of data. If this number and this is called upper bound, this is called lower bound of class number 1. This is called upper bound, this is called lower bound class number 2. If this number, they are same, that is called continuous data. We call as a continuous data. But if these numbers are not same, it's called discontinuous data. So how to convert it discontinuous to continuous? So we have a special rule, which I'm going to do now here. And what is the way to make it? Get ready. 1 minute, please. So what I'll do here? So first of all, I will make it class boundaries. Class boundaries. Okay. And then they are down writing commutative frequency. How to make class boundaries, students? So these two values, you always subtract. You can subtract these two numbers also, no problem. Subtract these two numbers. Okay, I do it here. So 20 minus 19, I got a 1 divided by 2. I got a 0.5. This 0.5, I will add in upper bound, subtract lower bound. So I get a 9.5 and 19.5. Repeat. In this, I add, this subtract. I got 19.5, and here I got 29.5. Same, in this add, and here subtract. I got 29.5 and 39.5. So see, student, now they are same. This is called now continuous data. So I'm writing here 39.5 and I'm 44.5. I believe you're understanding how I'm going to get it. So 44.5 and 49.5. Wait a minute, a space may be a problem. So I just drag. Okay, and then I'm going to complete it now here. Okay, next 49.5 and 54.5. And last one, 54.5 and 59.5. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So first frequency copy without any change. 10 plus 18, I get a 28. I think you're understanding. And just keep on adding. And if I keep on adding, so I will get my values, which I'm writing now, 10, 28, 60, then 102, then 130, then 144, and last 150. Okay, students, whenever we draw it, okay, we take always upper class boundary with a number, upper class boundary with a number, upper class boundary with a number. I think you got my point. So let's complete it. But thing is that along x-axis, he did not give any scale. So we will take this starting 10, ending 60 approximately. I will take it here. Okay. And same way along y-axis, I will make it. Okay. So have a look now. So here 0, here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. And highest frequency is getting 150. How to divide 150? So you can see from here. Okay. So how 150? So So 150. I think if I take it 20 into here, 20 here, 40, I mean 10 here, 20, 30, 40, no problem. Same thing. Here 60, here 80, here 100, and here 120, 140, and there's 160. So 150 here. Now, student, what is method to plot? 29.5 and 28. Frequency 28 and value along x-axis 29.5. 29.5. But first of all, yeah, 29.5 is where? 29.5, 29.5. Just a minute, please. Let me find. Yeah, here. Sorry, I missed this one. 19.5 and 10. 19.5 and 10. I missed one number. 19.5 and 10. So 10 is here and 19.5. Let me check again. 19.5 and 10. So 19.5 and 10. 10 value is along 19.5 is here, 19 here, 19.5 and 10. So it is coming somehow here. Yeah, here. So this is coming here. You see, students, it is the middle of the box. Okay. Now let's go for next number. 29.5 and 28. 28 and 28 is 20, 22, 24, 28, 20. So there's a two box. 22, 24, 26, 28 is here. And 28 is here and 39.5. So 29.5, let me check. 29.5. 29.5, 29 is in the middle here, and 5 go up and check it. And I believe this meeting point here. Okay, we have to be more accurate. Third value is 60 and 39.5. 60 and 39.5. 60 is here and 39.5 here. Okay. Then the next is a 44.5 and 102. 1010 here and 2 is one box up. So, and what number? 44.5. 44.5. 40 is here, 44 here, and I mean joining from here and one box up. So I think I can make it here. Done. This is also done. Then we have to go for 49.130. 130 where? 130 is here. 130 line. So 130 and Or I show this another technique. You can take a scale and mark here. There's 139 and 49.5. Where's the 49.5? Where's 49.5? 49.5 is, wait a minute. So this is a 49.5 line. I think understanding of where they meet here. And then I erase these two lines. Wait a minute. Okay. And then I go for the last number. No last number, one more. 144 means two box up, 144. And 144 and 54, oh, this one. So 54.5, 54.5 is here. This one. Okay. Let me check again. 144 and 54.5. 54.5. Yeah, correct. Last number is this and this. So 55.9, 150. So 150 is meeting point here. And now we have to make it very carefully. Okay, don't join directly. Some students join directly. No way. No, you can't make it directly. So what is the method to make it? Okay, it is not a, you can make it in one attempt. Okay, some students think we have to make it one attempt only. No, no, not at all. Okay, clear. Now Ben, start. Don't join directly. Okay, students. I think this is a. And then I have to meet at 10. Reason is very clear because its lowest number is 10 here. I think they got a point. And this is done. And what is asking number? Next question, 30 percentile. 30 percentile, 30 percentile means 30 by 100 times to total frequency, which is 150. Cancel, cancel. I got a 45. But 45 is not answer. 45 is here, 42, 44, 45 in the middle here. I will take a scale and I will join. Okay, I take a black. Where the meet, go down and get the answer. So approximately this is called 30 percentile. So 30 percentile is becoming 36. Approximately 36 answer is coming. How come? Check it from here, 36. So I believe the point is very clear and we have done it. So let's go for, this is clear. And now we can go for next part. Next part is on the next page, but all right. So let's go for next part. What is asking for? Find the mean and deviation. How to make a deviation and the mean? We need a data, and I tell you very clearly, you know, this is called class boundaries. Let me tell you again, class boundaries and without class boundaries. For mean and deviation, you use class boundaries without or with. Answer will not affect. So make sure answer will not affect at all. Okay, so what is a method to do the question? I have a space problem, so best idea. I will okay, I will take this data in quick time. Okay, saving the time. Okay, there's a 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. It will take not more than 1 minute. Anyway, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 6, 14, 28, 42, 32, 18, and 10. So this is the frequency and this is the heights. So I will take this data table because without this, we can't work. So cut from here and paste on next page. So let's complete. So now I can work easily. Check it now. What is the formula of the mean? But I need a few things which are very important. One is called f, x. X, okay, I need, then it's called, what does X means? Mid-class, okay? X is the mid, and then I need fx, or save my time, I got a fx square. All right, no problem, fx and fx to power 2. So I need actually, okay, let's complete it quickly. So how to get x mid-class? So 10 plus 19 divided by 2. I show once. If we check it, 10 plus 19 divided by 2, I'll get my answer, and I'm going to show you to save the time. Wait a minute. So this answer turned to be 14.5. Same way here, 20 plus 29 divided by 2. So this is giving us midpoint, so coming 24.5. The rest values I'm writing directly because you understood. And next is a 34.5, and then 42, then 47, 52, and 57. Fx means multiply these two values. So 10 times 2, 14.5, 145. Then I got a 441. Then I got 1104. So student, you can check you each 1764, 1316, and 728, and 342. Fx square means what? This value, because the square of this number and multiply with the 10. Okay, so fx square, it gives us fx square. Okay, so if I just do it quickly, so it means 10 times 2, 14.5 square, and I get it here, 2102.5. And fx square, 18 times 2, 24.5 square, and I'm getting here 10804.5. And next value, fx 32 into 34.5 square, fx square, so 38088. And fx square, x is also same, so anyway, 74088. And 28 times 2, 47 square, and I'm getting here 61852. Then 14 times 2, 52 square, and I get a 37856. Then 6 times 2, 57 square, and I got, this table is not a compulsory, you can do directly also, but a lot of risk is there. Sigma fx over sigma f. Sigma means if you add the all upper numbers. I've saved my time because I've done my job. So it means if you add these values, you must copy up. And if you add these, copy down, there's 150. Therefore, sure, we need it. We know it. So if I check it, 150 here, students, this is a mean, and the upper number is, I'm getting here 5840. And the mean is coming finally with us 38.9. And deviation formula, we have sigma, what I tell you, sigma fx square by sigma f minus mean square. And I think you know it very well. So add them all, copy up and down, 150. Okay, I saved my time, and this is becoming, after this one, it is coming with me 244285 by 150 and minus mean square, which is a 38.9 square. And finally, deviation is becoming 10.6. So alhamdulillah, I hope so. You got a point very clear, and this question is clear. And let's go for next question. Next question is number 5. And what a question we have here. A factory produced chocolates. 30% chocolates are wrapped in gold foil. Okay. And you can see here gold foil. 25% wrapped in red foil, and the remaining are unwrapped. So I'm just writing GF just for gold foil. Okay. And how many are these? 30%. So I can say 0.3. All right. And gold foil, red foil, RF, is 25%, so 0.25. All right. And unwrap, UR stand for unwrap, And how many, if you subtract from 100 or from 1, I get 0.45. All right. So what our question is asking here, Indigo chooses 8 chocolates at random from the production line. So N is 8. All right. So find the probability she obtains no more than 2 chocolates that are wrapped in red foil. Okay. So no more wrap. It means, students, if we make a plan and this number line system, so it means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is a very obvious, he's saying no more than 2, no more than 2. So it means 2 and less. These all values I don't need. So it means I have to apply a formula 1 time for 0, 1 time for 1, and 1 time for 2, and add them all. So formula of, NCR, Q to power N minus R, P to power R. What is N total? How many selections there? R is chosen at a time, okay? And QP is the probability of favor. And because we talk about wrap in red foil, so this is my priority. This is my concern. So in this question, P becomes 0.25, and Q is naturally, because this is a red foil, is a P, then other both together is called a Q. Okay, and that becomes 0.75. Now I'm going to apply a 3-term formula. You can see clearly. So these 3 values I'm going to use now here. Okay, so 1 time I'll use R1, 1 time I'll use 0, 1, 2. Okay, so apply formula 8C0, Q, and P. 8C1, Q, P. 8C2, Q, and P. And 8 minus 0, here 0, 8 minus 1, here 1, 8 minus 2, here 2. And first bracket, we have to plug in Q value, which is 0.75. And second bracket, I'm putting 0.25. So I think this point is very clear and is matter of typing in calculator. And answer is coming finally with us 0.679. I hope so the point is clear. Let's go for next plan. Next part is J chooses chocolates at one at a time, random from the production line. Find the probability that first time, whenever until word comes or first time comes, this is a representation of geometrical probability. Okay, so we can guess from here that this we can get ideas. The first time whenever appears is called geometrical probability. And he mentions that chocolate that wrapped in red foil. So find the probability first time he obtains a chocolate wrapped in red foil is before 7th choice. It happening before 7th choice. This maybe sometimes is hard to understand. So best technique, if you're confused, to start, make a number line system. Number line, okay, rule. And for your knowledge, binomial, this is a binomial formula. Binomial formula, whenever apply, start from 0. But for your knowledge, geometrical formula, when start, it's never start from 0. It start from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 onwards. And geometrical has a no end value. Make sure this is a no end value. Like a binomial, we have an n value, but by geometrical, we have no n value. And we have 2 formulas for geometrical basically use. One is called q to power r minus 1 into p. Okay, if we are looking for the probability if is equals to r. is equals to R. But when we have more than R, we have a formula Q to power R. This is a formula in case when you have more. So there's especially two formulas we have. At a particular number, we have this, but more whenever comes, we use this. So let's read a question. He's saying here, obtain a chocolate wrapped in a red foil is before seventh choice. What does mean this one? So before seventh choice means it could be it naturally before seventh choice, seventh choice. So it means this. He talk about this, he talk about this, he talk about this, this, and this. So because before he said, so this is I don't need 9, I don't need these all numbers, I don't need. And there's a long, we have two techniques we have. One time we can use this formula 6 times, one time, second time, third, 4, 5, and 6. But it's too lengthy, but not wrong, okay? Because he said before seventh choice. It can be happen in first choice, it can be happen in second choice, third and fourth and fifth and sixth. All right. So I have two techniques. One technique, use this formula one time for 1, one time for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and add them all. And second way we have, students, what a second method we have, if I use a lower formula, more than that. So how we can use this formula? Let's try to use that one. So do you know the sum of the all probabilities is equals to 1? This is obviously you understand. So can I do one thing? Because this formula is used for more always. Okay. So can I call these numbers more than 6? Correct. I can say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 onwards. Can I call these numbers more than 6? Exactly. So from the 1, if I subtract the numbers more than 6, I will get these answers. So planning is what? 1 minus probability if X is more than 6. So this planning is a good planning to get that answer. I hope so. You got a point. And let's try to compare. So I'm using this formula, Q to power R. So I have a 1 minus Q to power 6. Q to power 6. And what's the Q value in this? Because we talk about red foil. And red foil, you know, red foil is the same planning. We have a same P and Q, same P and Q. So Q is 0.75. And if we type in calculator, we're getting answer 0.822. So I hope so the point is very clear. And let's go for next page. This part for 5 marks, he said K chooses the chocolates one at a time and random from the production line. All right. And find the probability the second chocolate chosen is the first one wrapped in a gold foil, given that. You know, whenever given that comes with is a conditional probability. And what is the formula we have? Best technique to understand if given that comes, what the term after given that will come directly in denominator. I show you what I'm saying. So this is coming directly in denominator. And what is after given that? We can see fifth chocolate chosen first wrap chocolate. So this is going directly in denominator. So probability that fifth chocolate is a first unwrapped chocolate. Okay, so this will go because I taught in my previous lectures, even whenever given that comes, after given that, whatever will go directly in denominator. And before given that, whatever we have, we'll write the word A and the and word, and we read together. We will not read and given that anymore. So let's try to read a question. What we can make it from here. So this is before given that, and this is after given that. So let's read together. First one wrapped in a gold foil. I'm writing here. First one first wrapped in gold foil, and fifth is our first. Okay, I'm repeating again. And fifth is a okay, let me drag slightly back. Okay, and the fifth is first unwrap. I hope so you got a point. Now we can try to fulfill the plan. Okay, so question is very clear. This is the rule of given that. Whenever given that come, after given that, whatever probability will go in denominator, and we remove the given that, reason and word, and before given that and after given that collectively come in the numerator. So let's try to fulfill how we can get this answer. So first of all, the fifth chocolate is the first unwrapped. So before I start, I just go back and I bring this all probabilities on the other page. Okay, and then I can start. Okay, so these probabilities we have, students, let's try to fulfill. And what is the plan? Plan is what, students? Fifth is a first, like a fifth chocolate is a first time unwrapped. Okay, so you know, students, I taught you that we have a special formula for this formula. It is a geometrical formula used, and when equal to 4, equal to fifth. This is a fifth I can use here, and you know the P and Q, and let's try to use this formula in next page. So first of all, I'm dealing the denominator. So what is the probability in denominator will come? So because basically formula we will use, because it's saying fifth chocolate is a first time wrapped. Okay, unwrapped. Sorry, unwrapped. So unwrap is look, it means unwrap is my concern. Okay, I hope so. Got it. This is a P. So this is a P becomes 0.45 and Q becomes, because this unwrap, you know, we have talked about unwrap. So 0.45 is unwrap, and other two collectively is called a Q, 0.55. So what is the situation? Formula, you know, X is equals to R. Formula is Q to power R minus 1 into P. So because we talk about it's happened in first time happening in the fifth attempt. So formula I'm writing is the Q to power R minus 1 into P. And how to write it, students? How to write it? And this formula I'm going to use when X is equals to R. So I'm using a Q 0.55, and power is a 5 minus 1, and P is 0.45. And I believe the point is very clear. And first of all, I will calculate 0.55 to power 4 into 0.45, which becomes 0.0411778. So it will go directly in denominator. It will go directly in denominator. So 0 point. So this I'm copying, and I'm copying paste in the denominator logic, because it comes for the denominator part. I think this part is clear. Let's try to fulfill the second plan. What is second plan we talk about? If you look at carefully, now I'm writing it now this. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at carefully, we have to say like this. Fifth attempt, first unwrap. So here I'm writing UR, unwrap. I think idea is very clear. Okay. And now I'm reading the numerator. First wrap in gold. So first wrap in gold, okay, is first wrap in gold. The first one wrap in gold, okay, clear. And fifth one is a unwrap. Okay, so how I can make a plan here? Gold, okay, like he's saying here, The second chocolate is a first time gold wrapping. Second chocolate. So second chocolate is this. So I'm writing here gold, okay, foil, gold wrapping or gold foil. He mentioned again second chocolate. I think I should write this statement again. This is not a first, actually. This is a second chocolate chosen. Is the first time is coming. So second chocolate is the first one is a wrap. Okay. So I think idea is clear. So this I'm writing second one chocolate is the first time wrap in a gold. Okay. Now my question comes, what is the first position and what is third and fourth position? So naturally gold foil will come here, and it means this, we can say here wrap, because first one we have to go for wrapping. Okay, wrap, only wrap. Okay, wrap, you can say that red foil, we can say, okay, if you are making easy to understand. Second gold foil, and now I can take a wrapping. W I take, and W. You may ask why I write W. W means wrapping. W stand for wrap, because both together are called wrap. One is gold and one is a red. So you may ask one question. So why are you writing here red foil? Red because we have to talk about second chocolate must be gold foil. So first must be red foil, and red foil chocolate probability is 0.3. Okay, now we talk about gold foil. It is turned to be 0.3. Wait a minute, gold foil. Yeah, no, sorry for that. Red, first is a red. So I should write here red, and that is a 0.25. So let me write once again so you people can understand. Okay, so this is the first red foil. Second is gold foil, which is on the top, 0.3. And then wrap come together. So it means we will take not a gold, not a the one both together. So both together becomes 0.55. And this again both together 0.55. But now we talk about unwrap, so we can talk about 0.45. And I believe you got a point clear. So this is a this one, the red. This is a gold, and now this is a both together, and there's a both together, and the last one is unwrap. And there's a question he talked about. So this is answer. Well, let me check it. If I type in calculator, so what it tends to be. Let me finally check. Yeah, it tends to be, students, so 0.0102093, which I'm writing in numerator, 0.0102093, and divided by 0.0411778. And my answer is finally is coming with me 0.2479. It means 2.248. And I hope so. The point is very, very clear. This was a little tricky due to the main reason we have a geometrical probability plus by not given that probability, conditional probability is playing a role here. So let's go for next question. Next question we have is number 6. Find the number different or arrangements. You know, when the word arrangement, students, come. Okay, the word arrangements. This is a meaning permutation. So whenever arrangement, permutation. And the main parts, what here, 9 letters of the word happiness. We will just see that which numbers are repeating. So 2 P's are there, and 2 S's are there, and others are 5. So 5 others, and total are naturally 9. Okay, 9 others. All right, so let's start. He said happiness. Okay, now, so what is the technique to write? Because the 9 P9 I should write in numerator, divided by because the thing is 2 P's and 2 S repeating, so 2 P2 into 2 P2. Or some, because if the upper numbers are not numbers same, we can write 9 factorial as well. But if they're not same, we can't write it. Okay, anyway. So this is our answer for this part. And if we check it, so 9 factorial divided by 2 and divided by 2, we get a 90720. So I hope so this part is very clear, because basic criteria what we have when we have a repeating values are there, we always divide. So 2p's, that is by 2p2. 2s because 2p. I hope so the point's clear. So let's talk about the next part. But this will play a very vital role. We have to copy and we have to paste. Maybe we need a use here. Okay, so let's start. Find the number of different arrangement. Again, arrangement. So we talk about permutation. Order is very important here. Okay, 9 letters word happiness in which the first and last letter are the same of each other. It means I have a two options. You can see clearly that if I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if the first letter start with a P and last must be P. So I fix these P's here. Okay, oh, wait a minute. I think I should make it a copy and I paste, because I needed two options for this. One, if PP comes in the beginning, or second is SS come, because he said that first and last letter are not the same. Sorry, they are not the same, but we are doing the opposite. So first I plan if they are same, and I find them first of all and subtract from total. And because we don't need them same, So if naturally, if 2P are blocked here, so students, naturally, how many left letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters left. So 7P7, and divided by 2P2. Now you may ask, why it's like this, sir? Reason is because when P blocked, but 2S can move to and fro. So that is why they can move in different positions. So that is why clear. Now, what about this? If S come in first and last place, so again 7P7 and divide by 2P2. Why 2P2? Because these 2P can shuffle in these places. And this answer, whatever comes, because he said when they are together. 1 minute, please. Let me write it. When they are together. When they are together. I mean, not together. I mean, they are not same. They are same. If they are same in first and last position. But if they are not same, students, what then is possible? So naturally, total options we have a total result we have available on top. There's a 970. Okay, with that number subtract 90720 subtract 7 factorial by 2 factorial plus 7 factorial by 2 factorial. I hope so you got a point clear. And let me check it. So in calculator, yeah. So answer turned to be 85680. I think the point is very clear. And let's talk about the next page. Next part, students. Again, what I will do, let me go back and copy those special, because these things are very, very important for us. Okay, so because without this data is hard to do the question. Okay, so let's try to solve it. And we maybe need here also. All right, so let's try to solve. Part C, find the number of the different arrangement, 9 letters, the word happiness, in which 2 P's are together and they are exactly 2 letters between 2 S. So we have two situations. Number one, those 2 P's are together, they cannot be separated. Number two, whenever 2S come in the middle, there are 2 spaces, look, 2 letters in the middle of S and S. So we have 2 plannings. You see, I just mentioned we have to follow the both plans. So I write this and this. Okay. So let's learn how we can do it. We have how many options available for this kind of question. We can do in many ways, but I choose, I have two options. Look at now, students, carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and I think I should copy it. Copy and paste. So I think I should copy it 3 times, or 2 times enough even. No need to copy 3 times. So let's see. If S, maybe these two P's can come inside, we have two options, students. These double P can come inside or may not come inside. So we can plan if this 2P come inside, then what happens? S, P, P. I call them as a one block. I count them as a one. I count them as a one. And there's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What does this mean? This full block can shift like this. Okay, I hope so. Got a point. And if you want to see just example, it can box can move like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, so this box can shuffle, will stay as it is, and we have how many? 6 options. So what is the answer for it? 6P6 or 6 factorial. Make sure there's no repeating letters. You may ask one question. So why, sir, cannot this 2P repeat? No, they are blocked inside. They cannot move forward or backwards. Number one. Number two, they cannot shift their places inside. Logic, how we differentiate, they are same or different, and which P is here or there. And same approach, we can't talk about S even. So they will stay as it is, will count as a 1. Now, if the 2P is not inside, it may be outside. So let's discuss that situation. So if the 2S come together like this, and this 2P can be anywhere, okay, I take PP here. Though you make sure these 2P can shift forward and backwards, but I deal like this. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 5P5. 5P5. Okay. Now 5P5. Now question come. What about these two? Because P cannot come inside. So from these 5 others, any 2 letters will come here. There's a 5C2. What does 5C2 means? So from 5 others, I will select 2. And when 2 will come inside, after have them coming there, 2P2. What this means, 2P2? 2P2 means they will shuffle. They will come backward and forward, okay? So this 2P2 comes for that reason. So I put this rectangle brackets for this reason only. Okay, now, I think so. Let me recheck. Yes, I think game is over. I repeat my words and make sure when I count this as a 1, this 2, this 3, this 4, this 5, it means these all 5 things can shuffle. 2P's can come here and this box can go later even. So I hope so the point is very clear. And now a matter of just typing in calculator. And and 1 minute, please. Let me check it. And 2. So answers turn to be 3, 1, 2, 0. I hope so. The point is very clear. And let's go for next part and the last part. The 9 letters in the word happiness are divided into group of 5 and 4. You know, mostly we have this kind of question comes. For example, if we have if this is a room and this is a pentagon table, okay, and when the 9 people enter the room, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 9 people, 5 can sit around it. So what is called 9C5. But when this done, there is a one more table, 4 people can sit around the other one. So when 9C5 done, so out of 9C5 done, so 4 left, so 4C4. So this is a 4C4 in the situation when we have a 4C4. So this is the option. So same is here. What a question he's asking about. He said he made a group of the 5 and group of 4. Actually, logically, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So group of 5 and group of 4. So find the probability both P's and one group. Let me make a focus here. Both P one group and both S on the other group. So this is an interesting factor we have. So it means we have a two possibilities. Okay, let me copy and paste here. So we have a two possibilities. Okay, if both P's come here, all right, okay, and then what to do? So naturally, and both S come here. Common sense, two S are P reserved there and two S reserve here. They cannot come together. So out of 5 now, 3 positions we have to reserve. Like at 5 things are there and up to 5. So these 3. So how to answer? I'm going to finalize it. Now look that way. So equal to 5C3. And 5C3, and out of 5 and 3 letters are used, 2 left. And here 2C2. So 2C2, you write or you don't write, no problem at all. Logic, because 2C2 is actually is 1. So you write this or you don't write, no problem at all. And same approach, I have to go for this and this option. When S come in a this one, this block, in this here, S, and P, P. Same 5 others, 3 positions are available for it. So 5C3. And then when out of 5, 3 gone, so 2 left. So 2C2, you write this or you don't write, no problem at all. And if I add them together, this one. So 5C3, if we check it, 5C3, we check it, is a 10. So 10 from here and 10 from here is answer become a 20. 20. And top answer is what? 9C4. And 4C4, no need to type. And 9C, sorry, not 9C4, 9C5 actually. I have to type in my calculator. Okay, 9C5, I get 126. So what is the probability we talk about? So probability, students, we can talk about 20 by 126. So when I divide this one, I get a 10 divided by 63. This is my final answer. And I hope so you got a point. And I think so. And the questions all over and paper is done. So I request you students, so please, if you find any mistake, so I mean, you have done some mistake after comparing my solution, redo that question, only way to you can get improvement. So best of luck for exams. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.